feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to try to return this one. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will get first crack at it today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are two of the best in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Fafita using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. He'll call for the fair catch here. So SMU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Gets it out quickly. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Fafita. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The sure hands, it's Maryland. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Got a man, it's Cooper. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Release to the back. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Burnett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Off play action. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. Unleashes it on the run. Got his man to the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Burnett. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown Mustangs. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And here's the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? when they're athletic because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires to the big fella. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Knight. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Mustangs line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Fafita. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Arizona set to start this 2nd half. They'll kick it off. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. Got a man, it's Knight. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Mustangs are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Took a shot as he threw.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The Mustangs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He's got it on the run. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
What a throw on first down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air. It's Fafita. Completes it in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll ride the hot hand. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arizona. They move on top here in the 4th.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
That makes the score Arizona 14, SMU 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
He's brought down at the 31. Brings up 2nd down.
Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion.
There he goes. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Picks up 9. Brings up 3rd down.
The Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Jennings. Finds his tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a first down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, SMU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start in the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll leave it with him. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory.
Touchdown, Wildcats. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Maryland. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. The short hands, it's Knight. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Unloads it left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, defense, you need one more play. You force that incompletion, and now you've got to find a way to keep the opponent out of the end zone to force this game into overtime.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game.